Welcome to Rise and Shine Daily Business Tech Boost with me, Charly Latham. If you're a small business owner looking to simplify technology and get real, actionable advice from someone with 35 years of IT experience, you're in the right place. Every episode, I'll dive into tools and systems like email, CRM, marketing and tracking, and break them down into bite-sized tips you can use right away. Your time is valuable, so let's get straight to the point. It's time to work smarter, not harder. Rise and shine. It's your daily dose of business tech inspiration with me, Charly Latham. Episode number 450 today. I am struggling still a little on the mend, but still a little ill. It's been a journey. Today I'm ducking away from WordPress and I'm going to Chrome and by extension the Brave browser. Now I'll cover Brave in another video entirely. I wanted to start here with Chrome because it's the same functionality as Brave. Brave just has some really cool privacy features on it. But because I've set my Brave browser up, doing these videos is a little more tricky for me. So I can do the video using Chrome and you have the same kind of functionality in Brave. I hope that makes sense. Okay, why am I doing this? Why is this so important to me? In my last video, it dawned on me that I hadn't actually explained about using profiles within your browser and how they can help you and what they can do for you. Particularly if you are someone like myself who supports a lot of clients, or someone like myself who does a lot of testing, and we need to be able to have clean versions of our browsers to do the testing. Now, how many times have you gone to do something and it's not worked, and someone said to you, have you cleaned the cache? Have you cleaned the cookies? Have you done this? Have you used an incognito browser? And you've gone, I don't want to clean my cookies. I don't want to clean my cache because I'm going to lose all of that browsing history that I've got, and it's a real problem for me. Well, profiles on your Chrome browser and your Brave browser are a great way of shortcutting that. It's taken me a while to work this out. I don't know why it took me a while to work it out, but it has just revolutionized the way that I work, and my productivity gains has been great. So let me give you an example of why you would use profiles and then I will get into what they are and how you set them up. Why you want to use profiles, let's just start with that. I often the video I did yesterday, the podcast I did yesterday was a great example of that. I had someone logged in on an account. I had one of my test users logged in on an account, and then I wanted to go and look at the site as a visitor without being logged in so that I could not only just comment on it, but I could see how it lays out, see what it looks like. That is where you would use your profiles. I have a profile for my support user, and then I have a profile for my visitor, or I just use a guest profile for my visitor. And what that does when you set up the profiles, all your cookies or your caching or your browsing history for that user, that profile, so the editor profile or the support profile, is stored against that profile. It's firewalled off, it's contained off. They're little containers for your users. When I open a guest profile or one of my other profiles, I don't have any of those cookies set. I don't have any of that caching set. It's a completely new browser. It doesn't have any of that stuff, that baggage that comes along with the logged in user. So I can use it to do my testing. I can use it to see if I've got a caching issue, if I've got another problem with my site. I also use it when I need to be logged into the same service on different users. I'm just trying to think of how to say that. So you can, within Google, for example, log into multiple accounts and then just use the Google Switch user account. I don't know if you've had it occasionally where it come back and it said, there's a problem with your cookies. You've got to clear all your cookies and make this all go away. And that means you've got to go and re-log in as everyone to be able to access the accounts. I have set up various profiles on my Brave browser, and I'll show you how we're going to do it on Chrome in a minute, so that I can avoid that issue. I have a reseller, like I'm a reseller. I'm a Google partner, and if I'm logged in on multiple accounts on my browser and I go to access my reseller panel from the right admin account, it gets itself in a terrible knot and I can't do it. So that's where I would use a profile. That's where I would go and use one of my profiles. I use that when I am logging into different M365 accounts. I have profiles for each of my clients so that I can act as my partner, my team member for that customer without having any cross pollination between the different users that I've got on different accounts. I use it when I use 3CX as my communications tool. And when I'm supporting someone, I need to be able to log into their account and I need to be able to log into my account, and I need to have them completely separate. So I use profiles so that I can keep them separate. That's why you would want to use a profile. If you're ever being told, listen, you need to clear your cookies and your cache, look at using profiles to minimize the impact of doing that on your user. It's a really strong way of doing things. So without further ado, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my Chrome browser that I've got here. I don't actually use Chrome as standard. I use Brave, as I said. Brave gives me a whole heap more privacy and security protections than Chrome does. But I can do this demonstration in Chrome, and it's the same sort of thing that I get in Brave. And it's going to, I guarantee it's going to revolutionize the way that you work in your business. So let me bring up my screen, and without further ado, this is a new Chrome install. I've cleared everything out. I've got no plugins installed. This is just a vanilla Chrome install. And when you bring it up, this is what it looks like. You will see up in the top right hand corner, you've got your little person up here and it says, this is you. If you click on that, it says person one, sign in to get your passwords and more on all of your devices. So you can actually sign into Chrome, and I'm not going to do that. And that will, and then if you log in on Chrome on your phone, for example, or on another computer, you can share your profiles, your passwords, your settings across all of those devices. But we're not going to do that. What we're going to do is we're going to come down here to these three options. We're going to add a Chrome profile. We're going to open guest profiles. We're going to manage Chrome profiles. The first thing I'm going to do is just go to manage Chrome profiles. You will see, you'll get a message, who's using Chrome. With Chrome profiles, you can separate all your Chrome stuff, create profiles for friends and families, or split between work and fun. Me, I split between work and work and work and work and fun. So this is my profile. Let's say I've got a new client on and I need to separate them out, firewall them out. I'm going to click on add a new profile here. Set up your new Chrome profile. Sign in to get passwords. No, we're not going to sign in. We're going to continue without an account. You absolutely can do this. You don't need to share any of this information with Chrome or with Google. Some of it, of course, is going to get shared, but not all of it. Okay, now we have some great options here. The first thing you want to do is give this profile a name or a label. So I am going to call this Rise and Shine. Daily dose of business tech stone. Okay. I can set, if I click on the pencil here for the icon, I can choose an icon that represents it. We don't have many options, but let's, oh, I'll choose the doggy. There we go. You can choose the dog for that. You can then choose a color for it. Now you can choose a custom color, or you can choose a preset. And you'll notice that as I change the presets, watch the colors up here. They change. If I go to green, it's going to be green. If I go to blue, it's going to be blue. So you can choose your colors as well. If you go to custom color, you can choose colors that work for you. I tend to just stick with the presets. I'm going to go to the purple for this one. I'm going to say done. Now, if I go back in here, now you'll see up here, it's changed to the little doggy icon. and it says Rise and Shine Daily. So that tells me I'm using that profile to do this demonstration. Now, if I want to change back to person one, I can click on person one and it will change me over to person one. You can see the colors change and my icon has changed. The other thing you can do is going to open a new tab. I get enhanced bribe. I'm not going to change any of the settings at the moment. We're just going to say got it. I am going to drag this out into a new window. And I'm going to come and change that down to person one. Now, if I just split my profile screens for you, you'll see that on this tab, I'm operating on my Rise and Shine profile, and on this profile, I'm acting as person one. And these two are going to be completely different containers. I can log into, let me show you. What did I do wrong? I typed it wrong, didn't I? I'm just going to log into my website here. No, not going to save the password. And I'm now logged into my dashboard. I'm logged in as my admin user, and I'm on the doggy profile up here, the Rise and Shine profile. If I now go across to my person one, you can tell it's person one because it's blue. This is why changing the colors is so good too. Assign a color to a client, a color to a function. You know what window you're in when you're looking at it. And I go to the same website. I'm not logged in. You can tell I'm not logged in. So if I go to WP admin, it will ask me to log in because this window here doesn't know about this window here. They are totally different profiles. So powerful. It's such a powerful tool. I know I'm banging on about it. Honestly, it's just such a great thing. Let's just open a new window. Right. Okay, so let's go and have a look at that again. So if I just go up to my icon, I can manage my profiles. You can add a whole heap of profiles. I don't know if there is a limit to it. Theoretically, I haven't found it yet, but you click on add, you say continue without an account. You choose a color for it. We're going to go with yellow this time, and we're going to call it my demo. You can set an icon so that you know what that icon is. Like, so it gives you another visual as to which profile you're in, and say done. And now we're logged in on our demo profile. And if I now go back to manage Chrome profiles, I now have the 3 profiles. Let's say I want to change one of these profiles. Let's say I make a typo, or for example, person one, I actually want to change that. I can, to change it, find it, click on the 3 dots on the right hand corner of its square, choose edit. You can change its name. So I'm just going to say Charly Personal. Always recommend you have a personal tab, by the way. That way you can keep your business separate from your work and not worry about bleed over or accidentally sharing a screen that you don't necessarily want to share. Let's put the elephant and let's make it green. You can also, once you're in here, set create a desktop shortcut so you can just open it straight from your desktop. When that's done, you can, That's saved automatically. There's nothing to do. I'll click back on the customize profile. Don't need to do anything more. We can just head back. And now you'll see that I've got the little kitty cat at the top. Or the elephant, with an elephant I chose. It says Charly Personal, and it tells me that under my Chrome profiles, I've now got 3 different profiles. You can also show this on startup, so it will ask you who is using Chrome. So if you don't want it to do that, you can uncheck that and it will just log you into one of these. I think it'll log you into the one on the left-hand side, to be honest. The other thing you can do is, if you don't want to create a new profile and you just need to test something and you don't want to use an incognito window, you can just say open a guest profile, and it will just give you a guest profile to do your testing with, make sure things work. This is a great functionality. It's almost as good as opening a new private window. Almost as good. It lets you write your cookies. It lets you do things. It lets you do all the things that a normal user would do without having to worry about it being an incognito window. Okay, short and sweet today. Bit shorter than the others I've been doing. I would really encourage you guys to have a look at profiles under Chrome. I will cover off Brave at some point. I have been using Brave for years. I'd recommend that brave.com, https brave.com. I'd recommend you go and look at it. If you like Chrome, Brave is a Chrome variant where they've just layered some extra security on top, and you don't get your ad trackers and you don't get all that stuff that follows you from social media to the next site you're browsing to the next site. So it does clear up your social media feed a bit in terms of what ads you're seeing and what recommendations you see. But that's not what I wanted to do today. What I wanted to do was show you those profiles and show you how you can use them to separate off your different clients, your different functionality, and if you do have to clear cookies and cache, you will only do it for that profile. You don't have to worry about it clearing everything that you're doing and then having to relog back into everyone else's account. Hopefully that's been of use to you. Honestly, I love profiles. I think they're the best thing since sliced cheese. Revolutionized the way I work. If it has been useful to you, I'd really appreciate a like for the video. If you do have questions or comments, please leave them wherever you're watching or listening to this video, or drop across to my locals community, askcharlylatham.locals.com, and join the conversation there. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell so you find out when I drop my next piece of content, and I will see you guys all tomorrow. Bye. Hey there, thanks so much for tuning in to Rise and Shine, your daily business tech boost. I hope today's episode gave you some actionable insights that will make your business tech work smarter for you. If you found value, be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with other small business owners who could use a daily boost. For more tips, tools, and resources, visit www.askcharlylatham.com. Until next time, keep rising, keep shining, and let's make tech simple together.